The Kenya Private Sector Alliance held a roundtable consultative meeting in collaboration with Cabinet Secretaries Dr. Fred Matiang'i of Interior and Coordination of the National Government, Dr. Betty Maina of Industrialization, Trade and Enterprise Development, KEPSA CEO Caroline Kariuki, and other stakeholders in the private sector. They addressed issues revolving around business and economic recovery by mitigating the effects of COVID-19 that has seen the rise in food prices and the pinch of the ongoing drought.
Let me just welcome you and thank you so much for waiting. We've run a bit late than we intended, but you must know that it's been a good conversation. Today we're having the third roundtable between NDICC, which is the cabinet committee led by CS Matiang'i, and KEPSA. This is a structure that started about 3 years ago, and we did meet a lot, online a lot during the COVID season. But today we had a physical meeting, and our focus was economy and election preparedness, so that we safeguard the economy as we go into elections. And we're just looking at some of the areas that are important and Kenyans are talking about, and how we as leaders in the private sector and in government can work on those areas. So, and areas on the food security, areas on election preparedness, and areas of just cross-cutting issues around taxes and regulations.
Speaking during the event, Dr. Matiang'i addressed the issue of election preparedness, assuring the private sector and the nation at large that there should be no fears of rigging as proper structures have been put in place.
We are probably going to have one of the most peaceful electioneering season in the recent times in the country. Because I can tell you, the 4 incidents that we have had that have been reported, 2 of them have been conclusively investigated and we have court proceedings going on. 2 of them had to do with the conduct of the political leaders involved, and we have told them candidly, about what happened. We have seen that even if they are not given to admitting openly that they have had, we have noticed that they have changed from their behavior, which means they have had, as it were.
The teams and our national teams from security were present in this meeting and have outlined all the different measures to ensure that we do have peace and an ecosystem of peace around our elections.
Some of the recommendations from KEPSA included government to address alternatives in terms of importation, fuel subsidy, exemption of taxes to ensure farmers are cushioned. Dr. Matiang'i also discouraged funding of cartels by the private sector and vote bribery.
And we are here as citizens. I want to look you in the eye and tell you this. Stop funding crooks, yourselves as private sector people, who come to you at night and threaten you that if you don't support them, you are not going to do business after the elections. Some of these fools get money from you. Let us be very honest with you. So if you stop giving them money, they will not have money to stress us. So look inside and look yourself in the mirror. As you have conversations with us about these things, look at these people whose meetings you are going to at night and during weekends, and places where you are going in some of these sub-market estates in this town. Stop giving them money.
With the current situation of severe drought conditions across the Horn of Africa that increased by more than 40% in the space of 2 months, according to the new UNICEF report, the private sector has not been spared. As we approach the coming general elections, more concerns have been raised on what is at stake if some of the recommendations are not put in place. Joy Maureen for Venus TV.